Welcome back to my channel today. We explore the value of specific coins, the top 3 most valuable Abraham wheat penny coins, value in today's market. So let's get started. First up, the 1943 Abraham Lincoln steel penny with the Denver D mint mark. Even in dirty or well-worn condition, this coin can hold significant value in today's market. So, let's explore its history, rarity, and current worth. During World War II, copper was a critical material needed for wartime production. To save resources, the US Mint temporarily switched to using steel coated with zinc for pennies in 1943. The result was the unique steel penny, a one-year-only production. Among these, the versions minted in Denver with the D mint mark are particularly sought after by collectors. But what about condition A? Dirty or circulated 1943 D steel penny may not look impressive, but it can still hold value. Collectors are often interested in these coins because of their history and uniqueness. The value of a 1943 D steel penny in dirty condition typically depends on demand and rarity. Now, let's talk numbers. In today's market, a 1943 D steel penny in dirty condition usually sells for 10 cents to $1 if it's heavily worn. However, if the coin has minimal damage or better than expected details, it could fetch anywhere from $2 to $5. Pristine examples or error coins can be worth much more. Why the interest in such coins? For many collectors, the 1943 D steel penny represents an iconic moment in US history. Even a well-worn example tells a story of wartime conservation and ingenuity. Next up, the 1943 Abraham steel penny with the P mint mark in damaged condition. What makes this coin so special and valuable in today's market? Well, let's take a closer look and find out. First, let's set the stage. The 1943 penny is already one of the most unique coins in US history. During World War II, the US government made a rare decision to change the composition of the penny from copper to steel due to a shortage of copper. That's why the 1943 penny has a steel body with a zinc coating, not the usual copper look we're used to. Now, the 1943 penny with a P mint mark is particularly interesting. Minted in Philadelphia, this penny is one of the few that carries the P marking, as most other pennies from this year came from different mints, like the Denver and San Francisco branches. But here's where things get really intriguing. A damaged coin, you might think, would lose value. But when it comes to rare coins, damage isn't always a deal-breaker. In fact, collectors will still pay handsomely for a 1943 PP penny, even with some wear and tear. Coins like this, with wear or scratches, often retain some value because they're still part of a limited mintage. As of today, in its damaged condition, a 1943 P steel penny could be worth anywhere between $10 to $50, depending on the severity of the damage and its remaining features like legibility and the clarity of the mint mark. Coins with more damage can go for a bit less. But it's important to note that certain types of damage, like interesting corrosion patterns, or even a coin that has been error-struck, can raise the value considerably. So, if you're a collector with a damaged 1943 penny, don't throw it away just yet. Now let's compare that to an undamaged or minimally damaged 1943 P penny, which could fetch up to $100 or more depending on the condition. The more pristine the coin, the higher the price. So while it's clear that the condition of a coin affects its value, a rare and historically significant coin like the 1943 steel penny will always have demand in the market, even if it's a bit worse for wear. If you find one of these in your collection, it's definitely worth having it appraised. Next up, the 1943 steel penny. And not just any 1943 penny, but one without a mint mark. You won't believe how much this little piece of history is worth today. Let's explore its value and why it's such a sought-after coin. In 1943, the US government faced a shortage of copper due to World War II. To address this, the US Mint produced pennies made of steel instead of copper. These steel pennies were coated with zinc to prevent rusting, making them instantly recognizable. While most of the 1943 steel pennies have a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco, there's a rare variation without a mint mark. The 1943 steel penny without a mint mark is one of the most coveted by collectors, and that's for a good reason. The US Mint never intended to release this version. It's believed that a few of these pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, and somehow they slipped through the cracks. So how much is a 1943 steel penny without a mint mark worth today? Well, it depends on its condition. But even a penny in good condition can command a hefty price. As of now, a 1943 steel penny without a mint mark in good condition could be worth anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000 or more in today's market. For coins that are in excellent condition or graded higher, values can soar even further, with some selling for over $1 million at auction. The rarity of this coin, coupled with its historical significance, is what makes it so valuable. Identifying the 1943 steel penny without a mint mark is relatively easy once you know what to look for. It's important to check the obverse side for the lack of the mint mark beneath the date. Additionally, the steel penny has a silverish appearance and a lighter weight compared to regular copper pennies. If you suspect you have one, make sure to get it professionally graded for an accurate value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, the 1943 steel penny without a mint mark is definitely a coin to keep an eye out for. Its rarity and historical value make it a fascinating part of US coinage. And remember, if you find one of these in your change, you could be holding a small fortune in your hand.